And we're back. Kev on the radio. Just took a quick break. Thought you got rid of me, didn't you? Not just yet. We have a very special guest in studio right now. Local singer-songwriter Carter Chimes. Carter, thanks for being here, sir.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Are you from Colorado originally?
Yeah, born and raised. Lived here my whole life.
Yeah, what part?
I was born in Colorado Springs and then moved to Pueblo at a young age. Pretty much grew up there.
Nice.
I've lived in Denver for a few years as well, but kind of back and forth a bunch of places.
Pretty much down south then, huh? Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself and when in your life did you get the sense for becoming a musician?
Well, at a young age, I started in a Pueblo children's chorale. It was a professional choir. And we did performances, learned how to sight read at a young age, and that's when I first found a love for music. And I love to sing ever since then. I was in orchestra, learned how to play the cello, first chair that in high school, and I was in a band in high school and things like that. Lately, I've just been doing things solo, but yeah.
You said, was cello your first instrument?
Yeah, it was. Well, maybe a little guitar as well.
Okay.
5th and 6th grade, that's when I started learning guitar and cello. And then other ones kind of followed after that, a little bit of drums, keyboard, stuff like that.
So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Pretty creative. Any other musicians in the family? Did you grow up in a creative environment?
Yeah, my mom played the violin. My Aunt Juanita is very great at classical guitar. She went to school for music. She lives in the Grand Junction area. Yeah. It's been around me my whole life, most of growing up, yeah.
So very at a young age, you kind of got the bug. And
my mom said she would put pots and pans on the floors and give me spoons.
Let you make noise?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Is there, who influenced you as far as other artists? Is there an influence that stands out amongst the rest, or is it just a collaborative?
There's so many genres that come to mind. I mean, rock, my parents listened to a lot of rock, classic rock, AC/DC, stuff like that. Started going into R&B, I like R&B, and then kind of hip-hop and rap when I got a little older. But just a mix of everything I really enjoy. And
as far as your music, your style, what you're doing, what elements, how would you describe?
So currently, a lot of genres kind of bleed through. For the most part, I'm trying to find my sound, so I'm kind of jumping around, hitting different aspects. But since I'm starting out, just because I like to create different types of music, it's enjoyable for me. But so far I'm kind of leaning in the hip hop, R&B, maybe a little bit of alternative rock kind of.
Yeah, I can hear that. I heard, listened to you a bunch today. Just to this was kind of a last minute.
Same
I had a little cramming to do, but it was good. I enjoy your work.
Thank you.
Let's play one right now.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about Day or Dark.
So Day or Dark was written about a close friend of mine that was trying to improve herself and get herself into a better area in her life. And I wrote it because she inspired me, because she did end up improving and getting better. So it was just a way to bring light to that. And so it affected me in a good way where I wrote a whole song about it. So
yeah, that's nice. Positive vibe on this one. So this is Day or Dark from Colorado's own Carter Chimes on K4CO.
Call in the middle of the night. You said you really needed me for me to come by. Yeah. like a shackle. Aim up high and stay on track. I know that life isn't always perfect. I promise up there the view is worth it. I've got sunshine day or dark. Let me know if you need a spark. You can always call my number. No matter how you feel, whatever color. We will go up real high. I'll show you the light. Your soul will untie. Whoa. We will fly. I'll give you the sky. Ooh.
It was Day or Dark from Colorado's Carter Chimes. And Carter Chimes is in studio with us right now, getting to know him a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your process as far as the music and lyrics. I mean, do you go for a drive and come up with lyrics, or in the shower? Is it just kind of
Yeah, I mean,
comes to you?
I pull inspiration out of anywhere. I usually create a sound or a beat that I like, and then I will end up jumping on it if it creates a certain mood that I enjoy, or a message that I want to portray. I'll get on it and write lyrics
Just
for
start
it.
writing.
Yeah, and that's what helps me with that way.
And musically, mentioned earlier off air, but explain to our listeners, it's MIDI based, correct?
Yeah. I use a keyboard for most of my songs lately. I use a lot of my other instrumental influences, of course, to create the beats together in the MIDI keyboard. But I use the program Logic Pro, and I create the songs that way.
Technology's come a long way, that's for sure. We use a lot of it ourselves.
It's limitless, really.
Anything unusual? Do you have any unusual process that separates you from other musicians that involve your writing?
Not that it's unusual, but I like to pull inspiration out of anywhere, just like a lot of other creatives. Pull it out of life events or content that I enjoy, music or shows, even just a simple image I can pull inspiration out of and develop a song with it.
That's great. It's creative. You got a great voice too. You're a bit of a gentle giant, aren't you? You're a big dude, but you wouldn't tell by just listening to your voice.
Yeah, in choirs they always put me in the bass section, but I have quite a range.
A little bit more range
up
than
to the
just
tenor.
Yeah, I can hear that. That's great. You're clearly a self-sufficient musician, playing multi-instrumental and singing, songwriting. Do you ever play with a band, whether it's at a show or just jamming with buddies?
Yeah, oftentimes my friends that we used to sing in choir with and things like that, we'll get together and play some music, sing, just sing along with the songs we love. But in high school, I was a lead singer of a band, and that's where I kind of enjoyed and found the love for performing and things like that. I have works to perform under Carter Chimes, of course. It's just such a new alias right now.
Right.
But I'm trying to get everything situated, and but things are moving, and I'm happy.
Yeah, so, you said, just starting out. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. That's for sure.
Of course, yeah.
What kind of band were you in?
I was in we sang a lot of alternative and rock and a lot of classics and stuff like that. Anything that was popular in our high school, we would take
covers.
upon us and cover it.
Yeah.
We had a couple of originals, but mostly covers. Yeah.
Well, that's what gets the gigs and
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
not being paid in beer.
Of course.
Do you record everything yourself? Do you mix all your songs as well?
Yeah, I record it from scratch, mix and master it all myself.
So
yeah, and I've released it as well worldwide on all platforms, and yeah, you can listen to it everywhere.
Yeah, we can pretty much find you everywhere, right? I was like YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all streaming platforms.
Yeah, your favorite music streaming platform you can find me on. Yeah,
that's convenient. Well, you've got a new song. When did you release it? This is just last month. Didn't you release Happy Thoughts?
Well, it's not released yet.
Okay.
But it's in the plan. It's in the works. That's definitely going to be my next release. So I thought I'd give you guys a little sneak peek of it.
We appreciate it. We'll release it here.
Heck yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Happy Thoughts.
So Happy Thoughts was written about a few different situations, but mostly about a close friend of mine, and then some of the verses are actually about my dog Thalia, because she got sick, and I had to care for her, and a lot of it she was in the room with me when I was recording it. Nice. So
that's not an easy situation either.
No, but it's generalized, so it's it can be relatable, but
And I typically, ask these questions because I'm interviewing on the radio a musician as far as what songs are about. You don't have to answer those. Just asking you, because I also know that, and I'll ask you this, if you prefer the listener to interpret your songs themselves and kind of
of course.
Give it their own meaning, if you will.
Yeah, because just like me with other music, I'll relate to it in my own way, and I would love the listener to find a way to connect with it in their own personal way.
As opposed to how you literally wrote it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Okay, well, let's play Happy Thoughts. World premiere here at K4CO. From Colorado's own Carter Chimes on K4CO.
Think happy thoughts when I'm around you. Pretty, pretty. I think happy thoughts when I'm around you. Pretty, pretty. Being in your presence, your mind is a present. I felt like a peasant, now with you it's so pleasant. You're lighting up my thoughts, bright fluorescent. When you leave I won't help but grieve the remnants of you. Of you. Of you. Of you. I think happy thoughts when I'm around you. Pretty, pretty. I think happy thoughts when I'm around you. Pretty, pretty. I think happy thoughts when I'm around you. Pretty, pretty. I think happy thoughts when I'm around you. Pretty, pretty. You gave me motivation to keep that frown upside down. I rise in elevation, seeing you in that gown, take you out to dinner, explore the town, looking like a queen. All you need is a crown. When I look in your eyes, I see nothing but smiling, like I want a prize. Cause the way that you're shining, I'm so comfortable around you, I feel like reclining. All the times that I spend are so exciting with you. With you. With you. With you. pretty, pretty. I think happy thoughts when I'm around you. Pretty, pretty. I think happy thoughts when I'm around you. Pretty, pretty.
Happy Thoughts from Carter Chimes, Colorado singer-songwriter. And you mentioned you were classically trained, or, I mean, you mentioned the cello. So did you learn to read music and charts and whatnot?
Yeah. I would say I'm most fluent reading music in cello. I started in 6th grade playing that, and then all the way up into high school, I was a first chair in high school playing it for the whole time I was there. And it's what brought in a lot of my knowledge of composing and keys and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty well-rounded musician. That's all. I mean, do you still read music today? Does it apply as far as what you do?
Yeah, I can still read cello for sure. I could sight read very simple piano music, and that's about it. Everything else I pretty much played by ear. I had learned guitar at one point, but that's all went to ear now. So.
Do you still play your cello?
Yeah, I get it out from time to time.
You put it in any of your songs?
I haven't yet, but I will. Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah.
Well, tell us about Carter Chimes when he's not writing music. What are some? How do you get away from it?
Well, I like video games. I like nature. I like being outside. I guess I'm an introverted extrovert.
Yep.
I like a little bit of both worlds. And then that's how the more I'm outside, the more I'm doing stuff, the more I can have content to write about.
Yeah,
so
definitely. The more
works
inspiration
full circle
comes
for me. Yeah.
Well, what are we looking forward to from Carter? We got this new song coming out. Any gigs, new releases, full-length album? What's the near future look like?
Well, of course. I would love to work on a structure for an album. I do have some sort of vision where these songs that I'm releasing will probably end up becoming into an album together. Yeah, collective.
That's kind of how it's done these days anyway, a single at a time, and then
kind of tell the story with it all together.
Compile it.
Yeah, and then, I want to start planning gigs, of course, and performing live, and I think that would help a lot with my energy, getting that out there.
And you don't necessarily need a band. Do you?
No. With technology nowadays, I mean, I think you could do pretty well with a PA and just doing it all digitally. Yeah, maybe bring an instrument out there now and again, play it live, and that would be fun for me.
You can get so many gigs that way too, just being a one-man band. What are some of your favorite venues? Do you see a lot of live music?
Yeah, I have. I love Red Rocks, of course.
Of course, that's like a given.
You can't not love that place. I like the Black Sheep. I've been to some venues in Boulder that I've really enjoyed. Fiddler's Green, which we were talking about earlier. That's a good one. Yeah,
it's nice having that right in our backyard.
Yeah, and then even Pueblo Memorial Hall and Brews Ale House, they have some good music going on down in Pueblo. Yeah, from where I'm from.
Never been there.
Yeah, they do some gigs and stuff like that. So,
what kind of acts do you go look forward? To go see live. What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I have a wide range that I love to go see. I like to go see hip hop and rock, and lately I've been itching to go to an EDM show. Yeah. So or some sort of festival or something. That's what.
Is there a show that you've been to that just sticks out? It's hard to just pick one, but is there one that just blew you away? Well, that you still think about?
I enjoyed Mac Miller when I went to see him at the Boulder Theater, or I think it was called the Fox Theater in Boulder. Yeah. He put on a great show, and and not too long after that, he passed.
Yeah,
so,
gone too soon.
It was kind of like one of those things that just connected with me. So,
yeah, that's a shame when just all that talent.
Yeah,
it's just poof. It's just gone.
But he left a lot with us.
That goes, yeah. Well, you're going to leave us with one more. This one is called Stay. Do you want to explain this one all, or should we just leave it up to the listener?
Well, I wrote this song about a place that I enjoyed to be at, and I think the listener could figure out their own
their place that they want to stay. Yeah. All right. Well, Carter Chimes, thank you so much for being here. And we talked off air about, we've got an open door. So when you got a next song coming out, or when you get this album together or whatever, come in and let's chat about it and play your new songs. And loved having you. It's been a great interview.
Definitely. And thank you for having me. And we'll definitely keep connected. And as soon as I get some more out, and we'll reconnect.
You bet.
Get this going.
Welcome anytime.
Thank you.
All right, we got one more from Colorado's Carter Chimes. This one's called Stay on K4CO.
Drifting away, it makes me wanna stay up here in space.
That was Stay from Carter Chimes, Colorado's own Carter Chimes. Thanks again for being here, Carter. Just thought I'd give you one last goodbye since the song was still going. So, as I said,
K4 Colorado, I appreciate you.
You bet it, man. And like I said, welcome back anytime. Best of luck to you. We'll be keeping our ear out and our eye out for you. All right?
Much appreciated.
All right, man. You bet. Take care.
You too.
And that'll do it. Have a great weekend, friend.